Hello everyone, I'm Yingzhi Xu from Wenzhou University. The topic of my paper is the relationship between ESG ratings and the performance of listed companies in China. First is the introduction. ESG refers to the investment philosophy and method of evaluating companies, and it will evaluate companies from three dimensions: environmental protection, social responsibility, and corporate governance. With the popularity of green economy development concept, the ESG investment concept appears. But for most foreign countries, there is no consensus on the impact of ESG ratings on performance. Some claim that there is a positive relationship and some claim that there is a negative relationship. Also in China, ESG disclosure is still in its early stage, so there is little research. Second is literature review. According to Hu and Song, a company's environmental performance is positively correlated with its value, and King found that corporate social responsibility significantly enhances corporate value. But most papers are all from single perspective, so I want to find out the specific relationship between the ESG ratings and the corporate performance. And she found that R&D investment can help to stimulate green innovation performance. So I want to know whether R&D expenditure will have an impact on the relationship between ESG ratings and corporate performance. According to the expectation theory, if the individuals believe that the probability of reaching the goal is high, he or she will have more confidence. So I will also want to find out whether ESG ratings will have different impact on the corporate performance between state-owned enterprise and non-state-owned enterprise. Therefore, I put forward three hypotheses. The first hypothesis, ESG ratings has a positive effect on corporate performance. The second hypothesis, R&D expenditure plays a positive role in regulating ESG ratings and corporate performance. And hypothesis 3, compared with state-owned enterprise, the improvement of ESG of non-state-owned enterprise has a greater positive impact on corporate value. Here is introduction of data. I collect data from CS-Smart database and Winter database. And the sample period is from 2018 to 2020. It's about 3 years. And the sample frequency is yearly. And I select data from A-shared listed companies on the Shanghai and Shenzhen stock exchanges as my initial sample. In order to evaluate corporate performance, I choose topping skew as dependent variable and ESG ratings as independent variable. And company size, leverage ratio, number of board, R&D expenditure, and liquidity ratio are all control variables. Here is the model. I choose a basic linear regression to analyze my data. And here is the first table. It's a descriptive statistics. The sample size is 6,109. Here's the table 2. It's a main regression results for the first hypothesis. The first column shows the result of removing all of the control variables, and the second column shows the result of adding all of the control variables. Both of the estimated coefficients are positively significant at the 1% significance level, indicating that ESG ratings has a positive impact on the company's financial performance, which is consistent with hypothesis 1. Table 3 is the effect of interaction term. In order to investigate whether R&D expenditure has a significant impact on ESG rating, this paper adds the interaction term between R&D expenditure and ESG rating. The coefficient is 0.024, which is positively significant at the level of 5%, indicating that with the increasing of the company's R&D expenditure, the impact of ESG ratings of the company's financial performance is gradually increasing. The result consistent with hypothesis 2. Table 4 shows the regression result of hypothesis 3. The estimate coefficient of the impact of ESG rating on the financial performance are 0.084 and 0.127 respectively, indicating that the impact of ESG ratings on the financial performance of non-state-owned enterprise is smaller than that of state-owned enterprise, which is the opposite of hypothesis 3. This paper conducted two robustness checks by replacing the control variables and altering the independent variable. The first test adds the quick ratio as another control variable. The second test alters the independent variable. The test defines another independent variable, ESG. If the ESG ratings of the company is greater than the mean of the ESG ratings of all samples, the value is 1. Otherwise, it is 0. And according to the result, the estimated coefficients of the impact of ESG rating on the company financial performance are 0.088 and 0.134, respectively. And both are positively significant at the 1% significance level, indicating that the above the estimated results are robust. And here is the conclusion. After the above tests, the following three hypotheses can be approved. First, ESG performance has a positive effect on corporate performance. Second, R&D expenditure plays a positive role in regulating ESG ratings and corporate performance. Third, compared with non-state-owned enterprises, the improvement of ESG ratings of state-owned enterprises has a greater positive impact on corporate value. That's all. Thank you for listening.